Okay. I'm gonna play Kind Words. It's been a long time. I could really use some kind words right now. Kind words. It has been a long time, my friends. But as I've said before, I really could use some kind words, either in receiving or giving, and it's been a long time since I got to play. And I love lo-fi chill beats. I actually listen to lo-fi music like all the time, so also I don't remember this like pixelated stuff from before, but this is really pretty as well. So let's see in 3 years if they changed anything. Hopefully my save file's still here. Someone sends their thanks for the letter you wrote, and another Raptor Doll sticker. Ooh, Raptor Doll sticker. Thanks, Bambi. Someone sends their thanks and wrote another male deer sticker. Someone sends their thanks and an LG sticker. Oh. Oh, hello, thank you. Nice, thank you for the letter. Someone wrote you a letter. Someone? Someone awesome? From A. Your request. I think if we just kept up with positivity every day, I think there would be no wars, no crimes, no famine, no virus, no corrupt governments or abusive people, just healing the world with positive thinking. We need this everywhere. Did I write that or did someone else write that? I don't remember. Maybe that's what I wrote and then I don't really know. Yes, I couldn't agree more. I think people are so hurt. They project their issues and anger onto others. People who are raised from greed don't know any different, no compassion, empathy. It makes me sick to see what the world is in its true form. If I think about it too much, I become paralyzed in negative thoughts. Be the change you want to see in this world. Oh man, so true. So true. I have unfortunately figured this out the hard way, unfortunately, and there's so many people out there who are just so hurt that they just keep passing on all that negativity on people. It's super painful. I need to give them a sticker. Top hat guy. Actually, do we have anything happy? Ooh, there's more stickers, guys, look. I wonder what that says up there. Maybe it says, like, kind words in Japanese, maybe? I'll give him the top hat. Send me your thanks now. Done. I bet they'll love the sticker. I hope so too. I like their sticker. Thank you. Very, very wise. Very wise. From V. I agree with you to disagree. Oh, to a degree, sorry. I agree with you to a degree. I firmly believe if everyone practiced basic empathy for their fellow humans, it would advance our species by light years. Disagreements are bound to happen on what would be net positive for humanity, but in attempting to outdo each other in doing good, we could accomplish more than in trying to merely be number one at whatever. I love your attitude. Keep up the positive spirit. With empathy, it would advance our species by light years. Disagreements are bound to happen on what would be net positive for humanity, but in attempting to outdo each other in doing good, we'd accomplish more than in trying to merely be number one at whatever. Well, yeah, I mean, if we're always competing with each other, then we're gonna be kind of always competing with each other. But, I don't know. We can each try to be number one, or we can all realize that we are one. So, I'll give them a sticker. Give them the strange-looking fish thing. Sending your thanks now. Also, my laptop is overheating, so I don't know if you could hear that. Let me see really quick. Yeah, my laptop overheats pretty easily, but... I mean, my laptop's still pretty awesome. It can run a lot of heavy games. I just need to clear up some memory here and there. I don't think you could hear the fan too badly, so we'll keep playing. Done. I bet they'll love the sticker. I hope so. Next. Gee, wow, a lot of people, responded to my note. I agree, more love, more positivity, and everything would be so much easier. Thank you, G. I'm gonna give you a coffee. Wow, so many letters. I find that the world is full of tragedy. Yes, it is, my friend. We will all suffer in one way or another, but we can make things a whole lot better. For one, we can be a little less resentful and angry by addressing those feelings. Very true. How much better would the world be if people stopped actively working to make it worse? Who knows? And imagine what would happen if we spent even a little time working to make it better. We can do this. Yes, S. Yes, we can. There's a lot of resentful people out there. I mean, even when I'm at my worst, I mean, I've definitely felt the tragedy and resentment as well, and there's no way that we could be 100% perfect, but I think ultimately when that tragedy hits us, we do have a choice to diverge on two different paths, and those paths are either to be passing on, you know, more tragedy for other people, or doing your best to try to prevent it from happening again, you know? And there's a saying that says, hurt people, but sometimes hurt people help people, and I mean, I'm definitely no saint, but I don't know, I just try to be the person that I wish I had helped me when I was in a really bad situation, and I try to improve myself every day, so who knows? Computer is overheating like crazy. Let me see really quickly. Real quick sound check, guys. A quick sound check. Give me a second, my friend. Okay. Oh, I wish people on the news were as nice as all of you. Let's change the world through positive thinking. Yeah, really. People on the news are terrible. Sending good vibes, manifesting quality time, improving yearly events, initiating 2021 save file. Thank you, Kay. I give him the little boy. What's your favorite music? I actually enjoy soundtracks more than many other types of music. In particular, I really enjoy musicals and anime soundtracks. Oh, me too, man. The music in this app is the type of thing I'd turn on in the background if I weren't listening to podcasts. Same, yeah. I love lo-fi music. That and Japanese 80s music as well. One of my favorite Japanese 80s artist is Tatsuro Yamashita. I really love his voice. He's like, I don't know, whenever you turn on his music, it's just like stepping into a whole different dimension. It's just so, it just feels so positive. It's so good. And yeah, he has a beautiful voice. I think one of my favorite songs is Magic Ways. I would sing that song all the time. Actually, a lot of his songs I sing, but and then recently too, I've discovered a very new artist called Ginger Root, and it's pretty new, but his music likes to take like a 80s vibe to it, even though it's made in today's time, which I love so much. Any type of elevator music, in parentheses, is definitely my favorite. I have a very jazzy soul inside, so one day I'd really like to learn the saxophone and get a saxophone and go all crazy, Give him the astronaut. Music is so good. Oh, what's your favorite book? The Little Prince. Oh, that's a great one. I wish I could know what yours is. Oh, I can't, reply? Oh, I really wish I could reply. The Little Prince is a great book. There was a movie, The Little Prince, and it's like, I don't know if you've seen it, but I saw it in French, and it's half 3D and half stop motion, and the stop motion parts were like my absolute favorite. I love puppets, and actually pretty much all animation in general. I mean, even this little guy here is just so cool looking, and I love his design so much. Or her design. My favorite book. I have a lot of favorite books, but currently I would say The Never-Ending Story I really enjoy. It's a book about, it's actually the first book I think that actually broke the fourth wall or whatever. It's about a boy who gets picked on. He's kind of an outcast, and he ends up getting this very special magical book, and he ends up reading the book and reading the story, and the story is about this warrior that's trying to defeat the Nothing, and the Nothing is the villain of the story, who is basically destroying the story as you're reading it. And then it's great because it's interactive, so the boy who's reading the book ends up being a character. So it's a story within a story within a story. And I really love the movie too as well. That movie was so wonderfully done, especially in a time where CGI and 3D animation wasn't that great, and they used a lot of puppets, and really there's so many great scenes in that movie. So the book and movie I both really love. My other favorite book definitely is The Count of Monte Cristo. There's been a lot of different movie adaptions, and there was even an anime adaptation that I watched too, and The Count of Monte Cristo is a very, very large book, so there is a lot of different characters that go missing in the movie adaptions. So in the movie it simplifies it, and it doesn't really get into all the details, and I really love that. I really like that book. Well, love is a hard thing to actually. That love is a hard. I don't know. Me and that book have a strong connection because I definitely can, unfortunately, relate to Edmond Dantes and being accused of crimes that I never committed out of jealousy and whatnot. But I think sort of the main takeaway is to live your life fully, and there's going to be people out there who are jealous and who are full of pain, and they do try to take it out on you. And Edmond Dantes, he ends up turning into the Count of Monte Cristo and ends up using his massive fortune for revenge. And even though he is successful in his revenge, at the very end he realizes that, you know, revenge isn't really a good idea. And yeah, I mean, our time is so limited on this earth that I've definitely had to learn to stand up for myself and fight for what's right and self-advocate for when no one else did for me. Even the people who are supposed to self-advocate ended up taking advantage of me, and I don't know, the last couple years since I last checked in on Kind Words, I mean, it's you sometimes fall into really terrible pits of despair, but I mean, sometimes it's really hard to keep going on in life, and it's really hard to find the will to keep going when so many things around you is so awful. But I don't know, there's something at the very, very, very pit of myself that just refuses to die and refuses to give up after. Like, I mean, I'd rather keep going and find out to the very end than end it before I even know. And there's definitely a lot of sad things that happen and a lot of frustrating things that happen, but I don't know, moments like this, when you start remembering all the things that you do love, and I mean, how beautiful is that to love things and to cherish things and to have your own personality. And you know, I just where does that come from? Like saxophone music? I love that, but why? I don't know why. You know, there's definitely other instruments out there and other books and other stories and other things that are just as beautiful, but why does that particular thing, you know, make my soul attracts me so, you know? And I feel like there's something more out there, so I don't know, I just stay along for the ride to see to the very end. Try to solve all those mysteries before I pass on, you know? I don't plan on passing on in a very long time. Life is a giant journey. I'm excited to be finally born. Yeah, speak of the devil, I just said that. I'm almost there, going to save the world. Yeah. You got this, bro. Go out there and take the world by storm. You got it, V. Got it. Wow, look at all these stickers. How do I get these stickers? Well, I guess I'll use the boat in the storm of time or whatever. Like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, how you just gotta get in your boat and keep on sailing, man. Thank you, V. You got this. You could do it. Yeah! Thank you, Jay. I'll keep giving you another set. What's your favorite music? I got a new sticker. Ghost Boy! If you find them, they will give you a juicy secret. Oh, hell yeah. Wow, thank you. The Oh Hellos, dear Wormwood, the Bird of Prey soundtrack. Ano Chaka Cha. I don't know what that is. She's a Russian singer. Oh, okay. I love and literally all her music is amazing. Cosmo Sheldrake, the Much How and I Fall Out Boy, American Beauty Psycho, Mania Florence the Machine, His Hope. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for the sticker and for telling me all the things you love. Oh wait, they already got that sticker. Thank you. I love this game. It's so, like, nice, positive, relaxing. I love game soundtracks. Try Florence, Gris, Life is Strange, and Celeste. They are extremely unique. Okay, we played Gris. We played Life is Strange. I don't know these two, though. We need to check these two out. If you want something that's not soundtrack, try Woodkid, Daughter, and Lindsay Sterling. Interesting. Cool. The laptop fan's going crazy, bro. This one. Favorite music? I'd say mine is Time by Angelo De Agustine, but Sunflower by Rex has always cheered me up. It's one of my pick-me-up songs whenever I'm really down. Also, Rolled Up by Benny Sings and Mac DeMarco is good. If none of these are your cup of tea, then try Same Drugs by Chance the Rapper. Huh, cool. I'm gonna look these up. I have the pleasure of recording this gameplay, so I don't have to write them down because I can just scroll backwards in time. Thank you. I wonder if they have the Ghost Boy sticker. Here you go. Next. Do you ever come here and suddenly forget all your problems? Like, 1 minute you were just, you know, freaking out and planning your survival strategy, but as soon as you're here, everything as it should be. Like, life is good now. Smiley face. Did I really write that? Wow. I do not remember these. I'm such a funny person. That's kind of the thing too, is like, when you kind of go out in the real world and you're dealing with a bunch of, like, crummy situations, you kind of forget who you are and you have a lot of low confidence, but if it wasn't for me recording things and looking back at things, sometimes I surprise myself with what I say. I'm just like, wait, what? Where did that come from? Who am I? I get what you mean. Thinking about other people's problems gives me a brief respite of my own. I think it's fun giving out advice and seeing other people's problems. It makes yours seem minor in the grand scheme of things. That is true. You have a lot of problems, though. A lot of problems I gotta fix. But they will be fixed at some point. What's your favorite book? He's Come Undone by Wally Lamb. Huh. I have not heard of that one. I'm not gonna live my life in fear. I have big dreams, and well, I'm gonna think about positive things because I want to finish all the things I stopped doing. Aww. No, we're trying. A balloon! Yes! We got a new sticker. We got a new sticker. I truly and generally agree with you. Fear shouldn't dictate how we live. I believe that we should live our lives doing what we truly want to do. So go for it, no matter how far. I'm sure you'll reach it. Aw, thanks, Elle. I actually wrote on a piece of paper, don't make important decisions when you're afraid or something. And I taped it on my wall over there today. I was thinking about how I spend so much of my time like in anxiety and worrying about things that I don't really get to enjoy life anymore, and I don't know, I'm trying to change. It's difficult sometimes when you're alone. Getting kind of sleepy. Do you guys dream? I used to dream a lot, but for some reason it's difficult sometimes to remember. Yeah. I dream so much, but mostly when I oversleep or nap. It's the craziest thing to me. Sometimes I intentionally go back to sleep for hours just to continue dreaming. And last week I met Adam Sandler and we worked together at a store in the airport. Crazy, that would never happen in real life. Stay safe. I mean, you never know. You might meet Adam Sandler one day. He is a real person that could meet you at some point at an airport, possibly. That's pretty funny, though. Actually, I was just watching an Adam Sandler thing with Brendan Fraser today also. That's kind of a weird coincidence. Adam Sandler and Brendan Fraser were talking, and I know Brendan Fraser just came out with the movie The Whale, and I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard good things. And Adam Sandler, like, all of his movies, either comedy or serious, always have this like really nice like realization in the end, or like a really nice lesson to learn. And he's such a like Adam Sandler's such a like interesting person, you know, like I don't know. I get it though, because like he seems like a much nicer person, and his comedy seems like way darker than normal. But I totally get that. Cause sometimes when the camera's rolling on me, I act like a jerk too. I think sometimes it's nice to blow off steam, and blowing off steam on Steam games for sure. What's your favorite music? One should not discriminate in music. Every form of it is exquisite. I've been alternating from metal to lo-fi to country to jazz to EDM to rock and many more. Every genre has something to offer. I highly recommend Quarantined for My Love by Oserborgen? Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Been listening to that on a loop nowadays. Hee moo. F. Interesting. One should not discriminate. Very true. I listen to a lot of different music. It kind of depends on my mood. I like a lot of oldies too, like a lot of stuff from the 50s and 60s. And then I do like older stuff, like the Mills Brothers and a whole bunch of stuff, you know. But yeah, mostly like jazz and soul, and I do like country music, but mainly the older country music is my, like Jimmy Reeves, Patsy Cline, Eddie Arnold. The new stuff, it doesn't really match with me, but I have been giving a lot of new music a chance that I normally never would have. I've always like I've actually been listening to a lot more like rap music, I guess. A lot of different types of music. So yeah, I agree with you. Don't discriminate. I wish people on the news were as nice as all of you. I completely agree with you. The world could use some more positivity, so it's important that we take the positivity seen here and spread it to others too. A small gesture, a smile, a chit chat, every little bit helps. Very true. I'm not gonna live my life in fear. Dear S, that's wonderful to hear. Sounds like you've been going through a rough phase. Oh, you have no idea. But are now finding yourself again. Oh, I'm trying. So happy for you. Life can be scary for sure. Yes, it is. But why worry about what we can't control? Yeah. We have one life and so many options to make ourselves happy if we just dare to grab them. It's easy to look at others and think, wish I had their confidence, but confidence isn't necessarily innate. We develop it from being brave and mastering new things. I believe in you. You go, S. Aw. That's so damn nice. Yeah. I feel like people are actually a lot nicer than we think. But I think all the stuff on the news, we tend to paint life as like very negative, and we kind of have this perception that like life is going to hell basically, and like kind of like in the apocalypse. There definitely is a lot of scary things out there for sure, and a lot of bad people that do a lot of bad things to a lot of innocent people. But I feel like there's more good than bad, but I just feel like the good people are just, like this letter says, confidence, you know? We just don't have the confidence. And we get scared, and like they said right here, just need to dare to grab them. And I feel like I could eat if I just kind of... Definitely in the past, if I wasn't so worried about what people thought of me, I definitely would have been able to avoid a lot of unnecessary suffering on myself for sure. Be on a completely different path, so... What's your favorite book? Del Toro Quest. Ooh. By Emily Rada. It's my favorite from my childhood. Oh, are you from the UK? You have a U right there. Might it be the best in the world, but I'm always happy when reading it, and I know someone who also loved Del Toro Quest. I've never read the books, but I've heard a lot of good things, so I might have to give it a try one day. What is your favorite video game? Besides this one, of course. I would say Brawlhalla or Minecraft. You know, I haven't played any of these. I haven't played Minecraft yet, and I know it's super popular, but the game came out, like, during a time when I couldn't really experience new things, but that's why I'm so grateful that I'm recording all this stuff now, because I get to experience all the things I missed out on, you know? So maybe one day we'll have to play Minecraft and figure out what that's all about. Oh boy, where'd my mouse go? Your favorite video game? Hey S, my most absolute top super best favorite. Oh, we got another U right there. Favorite video game ever is Detroit Become Human. Ah, we played that game. Every storyline, every ending is very strong and made me cry for like an hour straight. I highly recommend watching a playthrough or even giving it a go yourself. Have a nice day. Oh my god. Guys. We played the glitch version of Detroit Human. Obviously I fixed my microphone, so we need to go back and play the human side. We definitely need to go back and replay that game one more time, because I still want to know, like, what would happen if you did the opposite things that I did. But that was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. It definitely makes you go all the games that are like, what's it called? Choose your own adventure, or like, your choices matter games. All those games always make me go crazy. Like when it's like, oh, it's like an interactive movie. It's a choose your own, like, every choices matter thing, or a choose your own adventure or whatever. Like, I'm always like, oh, that's relaxing. I can just watch the QuickTime events and just chill and, you know, do this and that. No, it makes me go crazy. There's so many, like, bad things that happen in those games. And I start to lose my sanity. But I really do like them, so yeah, we gotta play again. Good choice, good choice. I always find myself coming back to Aragami for whatever reason. Also, I've got a childhood bias for Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Ooh. And The Last Story. Lots of memories playing it with my sister. Oh. Story. What that game is. Aragami? I got to play very little of Skyward Sword, and I didn't get very far, so I could potentially play that game and record it. I really want to get a Nintendo Switch at some point, because I actually really like Nintendo games a lot. They have a lot of great titles on Nintendo, but yeah, when I get a Nintendo Switch eventually, I'd like to figure out how to record it and put it up on, you know, on all this stuff. I definitely want to play the Breath of the Wild game, and my personal favorite Legend of Zelda game is Majora's Mask. When Legend of Zelda came out, I had the Nintendo 64 as a kid, and Ocarina of Time is a good game, but Majora's Mask to me is like a masterpiece. It's so good. Like, Majora's Mask is, I don't know, just the concept of, like, you only have 3 days until the world ends, but you're able to go back in time, and all the villagers have their own story, and everything you do has a consequence, and you can help people, and oh man, it's just so good. The music score is beautiful, and it's like so dark and so creepy, and I had such great memories playing that game. As a kid, though, I never actually finished it. When I was a kid, I didn't really play the game as I was supposed to. I kind of messed around most of the time. So I always used to pretend to be the mailman and check all the mailboxes for fun. And in Legend of Zelda, what's it called? Wind Waker, when you're on the like Dragon Roost Island with all the like winged people. I may have pretended to be a mailman as well and delivered mails in my own imagination. I don't know why, but I really liked delivering mail for some reason as a kid. I don't know. Oh wait, delivering mail. Wait, that's what we're doing right now. We're reading letters. Oh man. I did not like put those two and two together until right now. I'm really crazy. I'm really grateful for this game. It's definitely a mood booster. But yeah, Majora's Mask, and then I also got to play Spirit Tracks. I really like Spirit Tracks. I thought it was a great game. A lot of people didn't like it, but I actually thought it was pretty great. And then Twilight Princess was definitely so good. When I heard about Twilight Princess and how Link can turn into a wolf, I was like, oh man, that's lame. Like, really? Like, that's what you came up with? Link turns into a wolf? Like, I don't know, I just like, I didn't like the sound of the game, but then I gave it a chance, and holy shit, is that game amazing. Like, like, it's so creepy and dark, and like, all the puzzles, all the temples are just so fun. The water temples are always really easy for me for some reason, but the fire temples confuse the shit out of me. Like in Ocarina of Time, whenever I got to the fire temple, I would always get so stuck because I'd always have to blow up. I'd always have to use the bombs to like blow something up to get to the next spot, and I could never like figure out where that was. I would always get stuck all the time, but the like water temple was always like relaxing, and it was all organized, and so I don't know, but but I remember in Twilight Princess, in that fire temple, you get these magnetic boots, and I remember getting really stuck and being like, what the heck am I supposed to do? I'm so confused. And as I'm walking around in the temple, in the fire temple, being really confused, all of a sudden, I like, the magnetic boots, like, get, like, magnetized on the wall, and then I'm like, what, oh my gosh, what the hell? And I start, like, climbing up on the ceiling, and I'm just freaking the shit out, like, when that happened. My brain, like, exploded when I put on those boots, like, like, I was really stuck and really confused until, like, I figured out that the boots, like, made you go up on the ceiling, and I was like, what the shit? Of course, a lot of games are, like, play around with the mechanics like that now, but, like, oh man, back then I was like, what the hell? Oh my gosh. My brain exploded. But yeah, Majora's Mask, like, story-wise, is, like, the coolest. And then Twilight Princess was so bizarre and so weird, and, like, just all the characters were just so weird. The weirder the game is, the best. Skyward Sword, I remember making fun of Link because he looked too damn happy in my opinion. I named him Derp. Okay. And I don't know. I should play it, but yeah, there's a lot of games. The Last Story I gotta check out, and Origami I need to check out too. What's your favorite book? I don't really read that much. I'm more of a visual person that likes watching movies and shows more. However, I have gave The Witcher a go. Oh, cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. Even if there is a show or even 3 video games, I recommend you give it a go and have it read it yourself. Have a great day. Ooh. Yeah, so I have played, like, the first Witcher game, Not the third one that's really popular yet. I definitely gotta make a lot of space on my computer first to play that, and I still need to finish Dark Souls 3, and I also really, really want Bloodborne to please come on PC. Please! I want to play Bloodborne so bad. But I have seen the Witcher TV show. It was pretty good. I have recorded myself watching that, so once I edit it into a funny video, I can definitely assure you there's some laughs in there, so yeah, I'll put that on there. But the book, I definitely would be totally up reading, because I love movies too, and video games. I love all of those things. There is something really special about reading books that really, really expand your imagination, and honestly, when I don't read, my imagination isn't that vivid, but like, when I do read books, you're kind of like, I don't know, it's really weird how your brain can like create a whole fictional world in your own brain, you know? And then you kind of like dissolve as a person, and you're just like, it's just crazy. It's so weird, you know? Sometimes I wonder if I'm a character in a storybook and someone's reading my story. I think if we just keep up with the positivity every day, I think there would be no wars, crime, famine, virus, corrupt governments. Hey S, that's a beautiful thought. Unfortunately, I think it won't be as easy as that. There is much more behind not only the state of mind. Many things in this world revolve around power. Power which is often granted by money. There is only so much we can control through common sense, but there will always be people in this world who will want to become more powerful. Not thinking about what they destroy on their way. Doesn't mean we should act the same way. It's good to be good, but don't close your eyes from reality. Stay safe. I mean, yeah, like, and that's what I mean too, is like, if someone is hurting you, if someone is being evil and hurting you, you can't just be nice to them and they'll stop and change. You do have to fight for that goodness. So if someone is hurting you, you have to stand up for yourself and like seek out justice. But I've also learned too that people who are choosing to do evil things to others don't actually have real power. They just have force, basically. So they can try to force you to do something. They can try to trick you into doing something. They can take advantage of you, or, you know, hurt you in something in a certain way, but you're not really, but it's not real power. Because the real powerful people are, I think, like, love really does come from power, and it's not like wishful thinking, but I mean, if you're surrounded by like a loving family or loving friends who truly love you, regardless of what you look like, regardless of how much money you have, there's no ulterior motives there. I mean, you kind of like, you live longer, you don't really, you're healthier, and when you're not in the presence of real power, you definitely start to get sicker, more stressed, obviously, but I don't know. You do make a good point though, but I mean, it's not to say that you should never stand up for yourself, because we do have to fight. We can't just close our eyes and pretend that things don't happen. When bad people try to hurt you or hurt others who are innocent, it is our obligation as a society to stand up and fight for that. And if we just don't do anything and stay compliant or complacent, you know, then the bad people win, and then it never ends, you know. But, so yeah, when I said, I mean, if everyone was positive, yeah, but there's a lot of pain and hurt and suffering that people need to heal from first. And, I don't know, there is a lot of bad out there, and, but we can't just ignore it and not stand up for ourselves and not fight and just kind of be like, well, that's the way it is. But yeah, we can't close our eyes from reality. We are a part of this reality, and it's scary, and sometimes we do want to close our eyes and not think about it, but at some point we do have to confront those things no matter what, so. If you don't confront those things, then the same situation keeps repeating over and over again, just with different people, you know? I wrote, I wish people on the news were as nice as all of you, and someone put, much love to you, so thank you. And then someone else wrote, absolutely, that is the key to reducing crime, removing racial tension, and having healthy adults. But an unloved child is a force multiplier of ugliness and anger, and I am grateful for teachers to try to instill unity, but they can only do so much. I hope one day people will realize what you wrote and take loving others seriously. Aw, that's very nice. And to kind of go off of what you said about an unloved child is a force of multiplier of ugliness and anger. I mean, there's like a term called dandelion children, and so I didn't make this up, someone else coined the phrase, but dandelions grow in, they're weeds, you know, their dandelions are unloved, and whenever you see dandelions, people try to destroy them and get rid of them because they think that the dandelion child has no value. But dandelions are actually very beautiful, and they're able to grow in really, really harsh environments. And not only that, but when a dandelion matures, it's able to spread its seeds everywhere with the wind. And so I kind of think of myself also as like a dandelion child, because even though I did have good memories as a kid, and I did have some love here and there, I also had a lot of ugliness and anger to me, but then I had a choice to make where I realized that yes, my emotions are still there. I still feel sadness, I still feel anger, I still feel fear. There are times I feel really guilty or feel shameful about myself. But ultimately, I would never hurt anyone else, ever. And I would never take out my anger on an innocent person. And so, this year, I've been, I actually sort of wrote letters to the people who hurt me, and I didn't write a return address on there, but I just wanted them to know my true feelings about what they did was wrong, and there's more people too that I have to confront, but and it's really overwhelming, especially when you're doing this alone, but I don't know, I feel like if someone hurts you and you hold all that pain inside, your only choice is to either let it destroy you from the inside out, which I've been doing for a long time. Or you can try to get the pain out of you by hurting someone else and passing it on, which doesn't do any good at all. Or what I'm trying now is to confront those people where the source came from and speak up for myself and, say my truth, no matter what they say or think. And I've, even though what all these people did was completely wrong, and even though I'm still going to stand up and do what's right and demand justice, I, in the end, still forgive them. Because not to forgive them and pardon them for everything that they did, but there is a part of me that also knows that there are children out there. There's a lot of adults out there who have that damaged inner child that is filled with ugliness and anger, and I'm always going to demand justice, and because if we don't demand justice, then those people will just keep hurting others, and it'll just be an endless cycle of pain. So I feel like we need to confront those people and stop them. Stop what they're doing, that's evil and abusive, and but in the very end, somewhere deep in my soul, I do forgive them, because I do understand that at some point they also were a child that was hurt, and no child is born evil. It's just eventually based on what happens. They choose to either, I don't know, and not only that, but sometimes there are people that have a really good life and they still choose to do evil because they're just not grateful, and they just don't understand how good they have it either. But everything is a choice, abuse is a choice, and I choose to not pass that on, and I'm working on myself first. And I realize that I can't heal people, I can't save people, I can't help people. The only person that I am in charge of and can control is myself. And it's up to me to heal all the pain that's inside of me. Because there is a lot of ugliness and anger that comes out of me where I'm just so frustrated, and being triggered by new things that are similar to my old experiences is no way to live, so, Here, true to that. Having all these nice people in the community gives me so much hope. Much love. The world doesn't need saving, though. It's fine even when it isn't. Play your part with joy. That's kind of what I just said, huh? What a strange coincidence. And yeah, that's the thing. To be fair, though, the world does need a little bit of saving. If you have somebody that's dumping a bunch of toxic chemicals in our drinking water, and a bunch of dolphins and sea turtles are dying, from our pollution, obviously we need to change things. However, again, what I said before is that I realized that I can only change myself, and I need to do the right thing no matter what's happening around me. Even if it gets frustrating and I feel like giving up, I have to keep doing the right thing, because that's what keeps me me. I shouldn't have to change into something awful just because everyone around me is awful, I need to retain my own humanity and live for myself and be the best person that I could be. And it's not easy sometimes, you know. There's definitely days I just want to lay in bed and not do anything, but trying is better than not trying at all. What do you do when you have a hard time focusing and concentrating? Even if you want to finish something with all your heart and soul, but you just can't focus. Advice? I've heard that taking a step back, maybe a break, maybe just a couple of breaths will calm your nerves. I personally like to finish everything in one sitting, though just starting projects is difficult for me right now. Maybe toss on some tunes to listen to as well. It usually helps me when I'm feeling down and can't even start something. Here's one to start. Thank you. Yeah, I've always had trouble concentrating, but I'm getting better slowly. I just do something else. If I can't focus on something in particular, it means that it's not the moment to do that, so try another time. When you will be more relaxed. Try to relax sometimes. We need a little break. Cheer up. Aw, thank you. You ever come here and suddenly forget all your problems? Hi, S. I'm so happy for you that you're feeling well. Thanks for sharing your positive thoughts. You're a good person. Aw, thank you, N. This is my first day here, but I would say yes. I have been scared of my surroundings lately and watching my fair share of scary videos to attribute to that. Being here made me forget all about it, until this moment anyway, but it will be gone again soon. Stay safe. Yeah. What do you do when you're having trouble concentrating? Over-concentrating and overthinking things can also be a thing. Forcing yourself to do something is kind of a thing that you have to ease into. It's not always about being headstrong and pushing your way through, so perhaps it may aid you better to find ways to make focusing on something a way to slip into. Think music you like, chewing gum, give yourself a little time limit. Giving yourself X amount of time before taking a break has always helped me quite a bit. Getting kind of sleepy. Do you guys dream? I have multiple personalities and 4 of my 5 have aphantasia, the inability to have mental imagery. It's very odd to experience it sometimes, but then never have known about it others. Thankfully, it's been slowly getting clearer and clearer with time. From what I remember currently, dreaming tends to be poor for me. Sleeping is jarring for me as I pass out, and then the next moment is waking up as if time in between never existed. I hope you get your dreams back. Thank you for that. That's really nice. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean about like time in between never existed. I won't get into it, but I definitely struggled a lot with memories and I don't know, I've had a lot of time lost too, and even though it's been like 3 years, I guess, since I've played this game last, back in 2020, it does not feel that way at all to me. There was a lot of gaps in between my memory that I kind of struggled remembering, but It literally feels like 1 year to me. And yeah, I'm trying really hard to just go back to normal, I guess. I actually have been getting more dreams lately, and I've just been trying to like sleep in as much as possible and I try to like keep a dream journal and write them down. I definitely had a weird, vivid dream last night, and it was definitely a weird one, but even weird dreams are better than no dreams, and I'm grateful when I do dream. Because I think when your body dreams, you're healing itself. I think I've been so stressed out for so many years that my body just could never truly get into its like normal REM cycle or something, but I'm trying to get back to normal, so. What do you do when you're having a hard time focusing and concentrating? Lists are key to help you stay productive. Try looking into bullet journaling. It's a creative way to keep on top of things you need to do. Good luck. Hey, didn't you send me a letter before? Remember. What kind of sleepy do you guys dream? It's odd. Sometimes I remember my dreams, despite how convoluted things may get. Other times I dream and be so involved in what I'm dreaming of, yet the moment I wake up, I just end up forgetting. Dreams are fun. They're like seeing how your imagination works. Have fun. Sleep well. Imagination works. Oh, yeah. I think maybe you're right, because, when I stop dreaming, I stop being creative, and I stop imagining too, and, I don't know. I feel like this year I'm gonna get it all back for sure, so. What's your favorite music? I love bossa nova and jazz. Ooh, me too. But I listen to a bunch of variety. If you ever want to have some calm or great summer music, check out Palmer Dorsoa. Her voice is soothing and her music is full of life. Oh. As like, I guess more jazzy soul music. I really like Della Reese a lot. He has like a very wonderful, very like broad voice, and I could honestly listen to her right now. She's such a great singer, and there's a lot of great songs that she sings, like Don't You Know, It's Magic, so many other great songs. But yeah, I have been listening to a lot of Della Reese lately, and she's, I don't know, I really wish I could sing like her. She has such a amazing voice. What's your favorite book? My favorite book is probably The Book Thief by Marcus Zukas. Yeah, I remember. After Harry Potter, but I'm sure you know this one already. It's about a little girl in Nazi Germany that is discovering how cruel the people around her are. It is written from the perspective of death, so a pretty interesting change of perspective on the situation. If you can handle sad stuff. Oh, yes I can, don't you worry. My whole life is sad stuff. I did read when it first came out, which was a long time ago. I read it, and I don't know if I liked it, honestly. I don't know, something made me mad about that book, and I don't know what it was. I might have to reread it to remember what it was about. I know it was definitely death, like it was like written from death itself, but I remember getting mad about something, and I don't know what it was about. I also recommend the book, what was that kite book? I can't remember now. It had a kite on the cover, and it was like kite something. I don't know. Never come here and suddenly forget all your problems. It's important to have a safe place. I never thought an artificial one like this game would work, but it actually does. I might take the habit of coming here on a regular basis just to relax for a few minutes, even when I feel like I don't need it. Those are the best moments. And right, life is good. Let's just take some time to acknowledge it. Take care. Yeah, maybe for just a couple moments a day or once a week or something, it might be really helpful. I probably should have checked out in this game a long time ago, for sure. You guys dream. I've read before that our propensity to recall dreams decreases as we get older, and that's a sign of our brains changing and the differing concentrations of hormones in our body. I tend to dream vividly for a few weeks and nothing for months to end. Maybe keep a dream diary. I think I stopped dreaming because I was so damn sleep deprived for so long. Not because I was getting older. I think it was too much trauma. Too many sleepless nights. What's your favorite music? My favorite band is Keen. Your favorite video game? I really love playing Risk of Rain 2 and D&D. Huh. I'm excited to finally be born. Yay, 10 out of 10 birth. I'm not gonna live my life in fear. Even the smallest steps towards a goal is still progress. Pick a thing, find something you can do to move forward, no matter how small, and do it. You got this. I'm sure you can do it. Living in fear sucks. I know from my own, even when there will be shit days, with the mindset that you don't want to continue with your life like it is. Stay strong, and lots of love to you. I'm excited to finally be born. So you're our world savior. Good to know that all the madness in this world will soon be over. Wink. Keep up the good work. From S. Also S. Oh, that's really funny. Don't worry, S. This S will help you out. This someone's got your back, I promise. I've had to die and come back to life many times. But yeah, don't you worry. Come to kind words. We didn't want your inbox to start empty, so us developers wrote you a letter. We hope that you will enjoy your time here at Share Grove. Hey, Zeba and Luigi, trust me, man, I just got a shit ton of letters, bro. I got so many letters, I'm surprised people even wrote back, so I mean, I'm pretty happy. Someone sends their links for the letter you wrote and another kitten block sticker? Ooh, I got more stickers. And my fan quieted down. Say 67 if you see this. Wait, I remember this. Really? You're one. Ah, this one's nice. One sensor, thanks for the letter you wrote. Where's our stickers? View requests? What's that mean? They are going to drug me against my will, and there is nothing I could do about it. I could die because of this. What the hell? What are you talking about? The vaccine? COVID vaccine? I don't think I gave very good advice. Century? Bit stressed about some things, but I put this on a loop and washed away all that. Hopefully I'll have another sweet track for you tomorrow. Oh. I'm sorry, Why? I hope you're okay. Do you guys have anxiety? How did you overcame it? Yeah, lots of anxiety. I'll let other people give good advice. Hi, sorry, I don't mean to intrude. I won't look at your things, but you can look at mine. If you want, I love you. Please give me space, but this can be a shared space. I've been liking seeing what you're playing on Steam. LMOR. I mean, I got good taste on Steam, man. I got some great games. Still got more great games to play. Can you do my work? No. Do your own work. give up on halfway over and over? When can I take control over myself to stick to do what I want? I try every day, man. I have the feeling that my parents only love me because I'm useful to them like a tool, not because of real love. Years ago, they literally drugged me against my will, and for some reason that's legal. I don't know how to cope with this. Why? Are you the same person talking about the drugs? I don't know where you are, why, but... I don't know if I'm giving the right advice. Yeah, that's why. Why are they drugging you, man? Why? What drugs are you referring to? I hate the notion of being a full, complete person before finding someone. Shouldn't it be enough that I'm trying to heal and just trying to be okay being alone enough? I want to be with someone, but I am scared of being hurt and abandoned again. I know. I don't know if I'll ever be the person I'm supposed to be. Everything is so hard and I struggle with all of it. Maybe it's just been a really bad week. How do I de-stress? What's good self-care? I feel like a mess. Yeah, I feel like shit too, but... Do you guys have anxiety? How did you overcome it? venting, them trying so hard to crawl back into my life like it's nothing, promising things I can no longer accept, hurting me several times while I provided emotional shelter. Last time left me behind talking about suicide. I hope I'm saying the right things. Can I forget her if she was the only one nice to me when things were in the worst places? It's been 5 years and I can still vividly remember all the happy times and hurts. So many heartbroken people. Why? I hope you're okay. I knew a girl from on an event. I asked if I'm good enough to be her model for photos. She said she liked how people with no experience became good models. She gave me a postcard, which she got for free before she left. I wish she kinda liked me, but maybe straight? Yes. Hey guys, I need you again. I feel tired recently. I know what I should do, but I'm just too tired to do it. I don't want to, but I must do them, and they are not emergency. My life is now boring. I don't want to make effort, and I'm not happy and always quiet. What should I do? My OSO had a really hard hit last night and is closing off. I'm trying to make him see that just because everyone else has left doesn't mean that I will, but he can't hear it right now. I'm worried that he'll decide to end things because of it. My insecurities I don't know what that means, I'm sorry. When I go silent and depressed, looking on the floor, sad and angry, not on purpose, I always catch a friend of mine staring, and it's so awkward because I automatically look up into his eyes, can't describe what his look help, and I kind of have a crush. Help, a trans guy, please. I don't know if I have good advice, but I try. I've been flirting with someone I met a few months ago, but it was for fun and they're not the relationship type of person, so we kind of agreed this was it, but I'm afraid I'm actually catching feels and I don't want to, and I don't know if they would feel the same. Oh, you kids. A long-term girlfriend broke up with me 7 months ago and she recently moved out and I can't handle being without her. I can't move on, and by that, all I'm doing is hurting her, and it breaks me to know that. Your long-term girlfriend. I didn't know there was a difference between long-term and short-term. Felt like the worst piece of shit and then wrote lots of requests. Felt so bad about myself, didn't come here. Month later, feeling bad again and open kind words, and you know, I had so many letters. The world has some very beautiful people. Very true. Has anyone got ADHD diagnosed as an adult? What was your experience of it? Did it make life better or worse? I hope you guys are okay when I'm not reading my responses. Alright, let's see here. Someone sends their thanks for the letter you wrote, and... Hedgehog! A little shy but nice. Aww. Ooh. Oh. Favorite anime chain? Previous Maid-sama, mine Promised Neverland. Oh man, I watched Promised Neverland. Okay. I don't have like a favorite anime. I have a lot of favorites. What's a favorite anime? There's so many anime that's so good. Like as a kid, I loved Dragon Ball Z. Then I started getting into all kinds of crazy ass anime that's really good. I don't know. I'll just put the first one I can think of. Ashita no Joe is a boxing anime. Oh, someone wrote a thing. Thank you. Oh, another one. Watch Avatar The Last Airbender if you haven't. It's an excellent show. Have a nice day. Yeah, it is a good show. It's yoga for kids. Yeah, so anyway. Oshita no Joe. If you haven't heard of it, it's an older anime, and it's a boxing anime about this. You are worthy. Oh, thank you. It's this boxing anime about an orphan who grew up on the streets, and one day he meets this ex-boxing coach who's a drunk, and they end up eventually in time through a lot of hardships. The boy Joe ends up being trained by the coach, and he becomes one of the best boxers in all of Japan. You are loved. Oh. But he becomes one of the best boxers, and thank you. And definitely you will be happy eventually. Yes, I will. Favorite sticker chain, mine Little Frog Boy. Have a nice day. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the planes. So basically, Joe I got another sticker. When you get this, say I love you in a different language. Bug number 193. So anyway, we'll look at the cat so I can stop clicking on paper planes for a second. So, yeah, the story is about a boxer. And he ends up being really good at boxing. He's undefeated. And then by accident, in one of his matches, he ends up accidentally killing his opponent. And his opponent actually is like his friend and his rival and someone that he looks up to. And so, because he accidentally, I mean, it wasn't his fault, it was a huge accident, but he ends up taking all the guilt from his friend's death and he ends up losing matches for the first time, and he's unable to fight because of the PTSD that followed with it. And then he ends up meeting other people. He ends up going back as a boxer, and it's definitely a sad story. There's another boxing anime called Hajime no Ippo, and that boxing anime is the happier version of boxing, where it kind of glorifies boxing as like a sport, and it takes an underdog who was kind of bullied in school, and then he ends up learning boxing from his friend and coach, and he ends up, you know, building a nice boxing career for himself. But in Ashita no Joe, the Joe one is definitely older, and it's definitely a sad story, and but it's so good too. It's definitely slice of life, and it's animated by one of my favorite directors, Osamu Dezaki, and it's just, there's so much emotion in that show. Honestly, any anime by Osamu Dezaki I'm a huge fan of. Blackjack by Osamu Tezuka, probably my favorite manga. I wish that I had all the English translations of the manga, but they went out of print, and so I only have like very few mangas, which kind of suck. So hopefully one day I can find them and start reading them again, because I'm a huge Blackjack fan for sure. There are a couple movies and a couple different versions of it, of Blackjack, but the Dezaki and the Tezuka version, I both like both versions. I think they're both beautiful, but I do kind of like the jerky Blackjack the most. So, yeah. What do we have here? That little dude's bed looks so comfy. It really does. This game is so wholesome. Thank you for being nice. You're appreciated. Thank you. Favorite Pokemon chain? Ponyta. Oh my god, me too. I love Ponyta. Ponyta was my very first Pokemon card I ever got. So when Pokemon came out, Pokemon got pretty popular pretty fast, but I remember I was a little kid, and there was this older kid who was like sitting at a table with a bunch of Pokemon cards, and I was sitting next to him, just quietly like observing him, not saying anything, not doing anything, just kind of sitting there, just enjoying the moment and watching him. And he like turned and looked at me, and he looked down and was like, "Hey kid." And I was like, I looked up at him, I was like, "Yeah?" And he was like, "You want this card? It sucks." And he was looking down at me, and he handed me this Pokemon card. And I took it from him, and I flipped it over and looked at it, and it was Ponyta. And I was obsessed with horses as a kid, like obsessed, and seeing a horse Pokemon, I was like, oh my god, I was like, this is amazing. And I was like, yes, thank you. And he's like, all right, cool. And then he took his stack of Pokemon cards, got up out of the table, and walked away from me. I'll never forget that. Hey kid, this card sucks. And I fucking cherish that card forever. And yeah, Ponyta is my favorite Pokemon too. I do like Darkrai a lot though. If I got turned into a Pokemon, I don't know, I might be Darkrai. I might be the Pokemon of nightmares and dreams. Darkrai's pretty badass, but yeah, Ponyta was definitely my favorite for so long. Or maybe I'd be Slowking or something. I don't really know. I don't know. What Pokemon do you guys think I'd be? I'm not really sure. I did have Pokemon Sapphire later on, and that game was so good. The fire Pokemon, the bird Pokemon, I love Blaziken also. And then Skitty was also great Pokemon. I did have the Pokemon, what was that other game? Pokemon The Night? It was like Sun and Moon, I think, on the 3DS, and definitely not as good as Pokemon Sapphire, but it still was pretty good. And I got the Fire Cat Pokemon. Definitely enjoyed that. But a lot of the new Pokemons are kind of funny too. And I had the crab Pokemon that I caught, and I need to like open my game up and figure out what because I always give them weird nicknames. And I don't know. I know there's more new Pokemon games out there, and I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest. I can't like I grew up with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but all the new stuff I wouldn't be able to like keep up with it, you know? But I wouldn't mind playing it again. And I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and old Pokemon cards because I don't know, I like them a lot. I really liked opening up a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like getting cool Pokemon. So yeah, I'll see what this says. Okay, to ask for help. It's hard to ask for help. I don't know who to ask for help. That's the problem. Don't give up. You are needed in this world. Trust me, I need you. Aww. Then some advice that starts with the letter. Mine is G. Going about life on your own pace is not something to be guilty about. Live your life the way you want to. Yours is H. Are other people seeing these paper planes, or is only I see them? Oh, hey! That's me! Did the game remember me? Someone awesome was here. Remember the name because I want you to know that you're awesome too. Very important. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. That's so cool. It is very important. Oh my god, someone's sending haikus using the planes and I like it so much. Favorite food chain, then mozzarella, mine carbonara? What? Carbonara? I don't know what that is. Oh, you're making me hungry. What are you worried about? Maybe someone else is too. Eep. Trying to find work, but I've applied to so many places and haven't heard back anything. I don't think I'll ever find a job, so I keep moving with my girlfriend. I'm looking for a job too. I gotta start applying. I gotta start applying for a job. Keep finding all these toxic jobs, and I'm getting sick of them. And, yeah, but the thing is that if you're afraid and you're worried, you're never gonna find anything, and it's easy to worry. I definitely worry a lot, but I am trying not to. And it's easy, I don't know, if you do things one step at a time, and if you do apply for jobs, you know, call them up and ask. Sometimes they get so many applications a day that they don't really have time to respond, so whatever I apply to, I try following up, and that's how I got my last job. Was I applied, and then I left a voice message, and then the HR person got my voice message and called me back, and then we set up the interview and did all that stuff, but which I was really, really thankful for that job. But that job ended up turning out to be not so good, unfortunately. But it's okay. I'm letting it go. And I need to move on. I need to find a new job, and I gotta start applying, and I got a lot of things to fix. I gotta fix my car and pay off my debt. And yeah, if you focus on all the worries, you definitely feel terrible, and then you can't concentrate or focus or do the things that you want to do. But when you take a break and you relax and you focus on something positive, and you know, just opening up this game and listening to positive things, it definitely takes your mind off of those bad things. And I think if you get yourself hyped up in a happy mood, then you're able to, with a positive attitude, try to find something that is positive. Because it is, and especially when you're looking for a job, it's really hard to convince the person who's interviewing you to hire you when you're stressed out and worried, you know. But when you're happy and relaxed, people are more willing to hire you. As sad as that sounds, I wish the HR people would be a lot more realistic and realize that people have bills to pay, but I don't know. I certainly try, and I'm still learning too, because I'm no expert on that stuff. But my hope this year is, once I find a new job and get some stuff together, I can start uploading videos on the internet and see what happens, you know. I've kind of been keeping them all hoarded away for so long, and at first I kept all the videos hidden away because I just had like I was just nervous. I guess at first I didn't plan on sharing them. It was just a personal hobby that I like doing, recording things and playing back what I recorded. And then, I don't know, I was like, I don't really know. People aren't gonna like what I do, and I kind of had like a low or was worried what people would think about me. And then when I started accepting it, I was like, oh, but my videos aren't good enough. They're not perfect enough. I got all these problems and sound errors or things happening. And then I actually wanted to upload them and I couldn't because I was busy with so much terrible problems that I had to work on, and even now, and not easy trying to be happy and motivated when you feel so like suffocated and overwhelmed by everything. And I just lost my cat a few days ago too. She passed away of cancer, and I don't know, my mind definitely has been grieving a lot, and my mind's been in a really dark place for many months, watching her suffer and worrying about all these other problems that I have, and just, it gets overwhelming, it does. Like, I gotta call the car mechanic, see what's going on with that. I gotta get a new job. I gotta pay all the electric bills. Rent is, the end of the month is coming up soon, and I gotta pay rent. Put a lot of vet bills on my credit card. And, yeah, it gets scary, you know? And, but I don't know, like, I've been through so much garbage before, and, like, it's weird how we keep worrying about things when literally, I mean, I've been through so much in my life, you know? Why should I fail now after all I've been through? Really, I'm gonna fail right when I'm this close to victory? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And this is the year I definitely take back all that was lost, and I deserve to live my best life. And I have so many goals and so many beautiful things I want to do, and I do have a good imagination, and I have a lot of potential to like make funny things and serious things and beautiful things, and I have a lot of art stuff I want to do and writing stuff, and life is just so short and it just flies by so fast. And I definitely have felt so much guilt and anxiety from all the mistakes I've made and constantly running into trouble all the time. And you know, like, enough is enough. I'm just so sick of the past repeating itself over and over, and it's my life, and I deserve to live a really good life. I do. I deserve it. I've never hurt anyone or took advantage of anyone. I've always been a kind person, and why should I let the bad people of the world destroy me because of their own personal issues? Why should I keep getting stuck in toxic work environments and all these things, you know? Love you. Aww. You know? And I definitely miss my cat, and I love her so much. And I just wish that that love that you find is beautiful, and having something or someone that understands you and loves you is a really beautiful thing. And I don't know, I treat everyone with respect, and I'm gonna focus on myself for a while, and can never replace my cat. I mean, her personality was just perfect in every way, and I loved everything about her, you know? Even when she was super grumpy, I loved every minute of it, and I know eventually one day down the road, you know, I'd like to be in a financial situation where I'm able to, the world is kind of crazy right now, but we're going to pull through. Kindness is key, and we'll make all the difference. You are loved. Your life matters, and you will get through this. Take care. Thank you so much. And I just, you know, I just want to at least have enough money where if my car breaks down, I can afford it. Or if I need to see a doctor, I can afford it. And, I want to be able to live a free life. Not surrounded by a bunch of fancy material items or whatever, but just a free, healthy, beautiful life surrounded by beautiful people. And if I'm ever in the position to have another animal friend or other friends, I would want to be able to help them too. Are valid. Their book chain. Previous Coraline, mine the book thief. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. I try to sound fancy. Yeah, I mean, if my friends need help, I can help them. I would have enough space for everyone to live. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but doing the right thing regardless of it. Maybe confidence isn't the absence of insecurity, but knowing you have real worth despite it. Stay strong. I don't know, I just want to live a life where I don't have to fighting or running away anymore, and I can just relax and know that I live in a safe place. I have enough food on the table. I can go to work without worrying about people trying to make my life miserable. I have more free time to do things I want. If I ever am able to open up and have more friends, that I can do that. Instead of being a slave to the economy or whatever. But I'm trying not to worry too much, and I'm trying to just focus on a positive outcome. Imagining going to the mechanic and them saying, "Oh, well, here's your problem. It's just a quick, easy fix." Or, you know, all the bills getting paid off, having plenty of money, getting a new job that paid even more than my last job, then coming home every day and being so grateful and happy and uploading videos come home and trying to edit them the best I can and moving on from the past and letting go of my mistakes and writing all the book ideas I had, painting all the paintings that I wanted to paint, going outside, exploring nature, painting what I see in my sketchbook, and I have like some video game ideas too, so I would love to learn how to like make them. Just be as creative as possible. I mean, I think that's what human beings are supposed to do. Like, all humans are just supposed to be creative and living life happily and meeting people and having adventures and stories, and I think all this hardship is just a distraction, you know? I mean, just amazing what people put here. Favorite Studio Ghibli movie, Mind Kiki's Delivery Service. Put yours as previous. I really love the movie because of its calming atmosphere. Kiki is such a joy to watch. I love that movie too. That movie was on all the time when I was a kid, and it's such a good one. Let's see. Okay, this is a hard one because there's a lot of really good Studio Ghibli films. I don't know if this is asking favorite Miyazaki or favorite Takahata film. Because I would say my favorites are Grave of the Fireflies, Porco Rosso, Castle in the Sky. I actually really like Ponyo. Ponyo's a really like short film, and the story, there's not like much to the story, but it's just really relaxing to watch. And I like the crazy like mermaid guy who's like spraying water on himself as he's like walking around. And I like his messy red hair too. It's really cool. Favorite, yeah. Oh, and the movie The Little Bamboo Princess. That was a really good one too. I don't think. Oh, The Cat Returns. That's another good one. The Cat Returns. That one's super funny. I actually really like watching the English dub for that one because of how good it is. What is my favorite? I don't know. One that I've watched like so many times. I mean, Howl's Moving Castle is really good too. Spirited Away. This is hard. I do like Castle in the Sky. I like the boy character is super like cool. But then the old lady, the pirate lady, is like really funny. I feel like there's more movies that I just can't think of. I really wish Miyazaki would make more films, honestly. The My Neighbor Yamadas, that was actually a good one. They're pretty funny. Pretty wholesome. I know Grave of the Fireflies is a very, like, morbid film. If you haven't seen it, it takes place in World War II, and it's, like, after the atom bomb was dropped, basically, and it's about two children, brother and sister, that are, literally just trying to survive during times of war. And it is a very sad film, but, I don't know, there's something really beautiful about it. It, kind of reminds me of my childhood a little bit. About my sibling and stuff, and I don't know. It's a really good film, and I think even though it is sad, I think a film like that is very needed because, like, I mean, that's why we need positivity and we need people to work together, and because, I mean, we don't want things like that to ever happen again, you know? Why do the innocents have to suffer through all these silly things? And I mean, just look at the kids, like, when the kids' parents died and they were living with their aunt, I mean, the aunt didn't even care about their well-being, you know? And she could have easily changed her ways and stopped them, but, there's just, even in times of war, your own family aren't there for you, and society as a whole. I mean, even the doctor, when they went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, you need food, and that'll solve your problem easily, and they didn't have any. I mean, it's sad, you know? Things like that shouldn't have happened, and unfortunately, especially in every hard time that we go through, you know, what all the bad things that happen should not be happening, and it's difficult because you're gonna have people with different opinions that are clashing. You're gonna have people who are really, really scared and aren't really thinking straight. It's hard not to be scared in a scary time, but I don't know, if everyone just took the courage to try to be a little bit nicer and kinder, and all those bad things wouldn't happen in the first place, you know? Hey friend, if you're just hanging out today, there's a lot of folks in the request that could use some kind words. Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be one. Ah, very true. Send someone advice that starts with this letter, mine is H. I thought we'd be able to change the color of our room, but I guess not. I don't want to say anything of worry, but let's see, what's something good we can say? Remember that your mental health is worth prioritizing. Do what you need in order to do so. Like, be kind to yourself, be forgiving when you make mistakes, and realize your worth. You're deserving the best. Yes, 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 yes. I love this glittery stuff. Not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. Someone very important to me always told me, do something even if it's wrong. Shakespeare said all the world is stage. Surely that means you can choose a slightly different play. If the outcome isn't written, write it yourself. Yeah, that's true. Remember to water your plants and stay hydrated. That's very true. You should drink some water. It's not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius, why are you here so much? Mr. Popular. The most important step a man can take is not the first one, is it? It's the next one. Always the next step. If you're looking for a great series, Stormlight Archive is highly recommended. You matter. Aww. You're right, it is the next step, and in order to be where I want to be, we gotta keep on going. Thanks for being part of this awesome community. I hope you're taking care of your worries today and helping some other folks. You are awesome! I don't know who said that, but you are someone awesome, just like I am someone awesome. We're gonna have an awesome time, living our life and doing our best. So guys, I think that's cue to go to bed. Gotta call it a good night. I had a really nice time reading all these letters, and hopefully I said some positive things and some advice that might have helped. If you don't have anything nice to say, you never should reply to someone when they're feeling terrible, because you don't want them to be hurting even more, do something drastic. But anyway, guys, you are awesome. You are so awesome, and you know, all of us have all gone through something that is painful, and there's so many of us that just want love and kindness and a good life, and there's a lot of things that are scary to face, and a lot of things that get too overwhelming, and we just want to pretend like it doesn't happen sometimes, you know? But it's okay to take a break, it's okay to take a rest, and it's really nice to know that there's so many people out there that are also being kind and doing their best, and we're not alone, you know? All of us are not alone, and it feels that way. But, something waiting for you, and it just takes a little bit of courage to try. Sometimes when you're climbing a really big mountain, it takes a lot of steps. Sometimes you just gotta keep going. You never give up, ever, okay? Promise me that you'll never give up and you'll see it through to the very end. Look at how many awesome people there are out there. Take care, beautiful people. Take care. I love you guys, and we'll, how about one more? Oh man, Marcus Aurelius? I've often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sees less value of his own opinion of himself. Oh, Marcus Aurelius. Alright. Well, awesome people. I'm gonna go get into my nice comfy little bed right here and snuggle up. Guys, later. Love you. Bye-bye.